Court is now in session. Mr. Skit1.wmv, you have been charged with 4 counts of breaching your duties as an officer of Best Buy. Number 1, your role as a representative of Best Buy. Number 2, your role as a confidant of Best Buy. Number 3, your role as a fiduciary of Best Buy. And number 4, your role as a leader of Best Buy. More specifically, I read here, on your recent trip to Whittier, you signed a secret $400 million deal to provide Geek Squad accounting services to the government, notwithstanding that this isn't your area of business, and we have no way of providing this service. Upon returning, you updated your Facebook page to say that your family was buying shares in Best Buy because this new line of business is going to shoot our stock price through $50 within a week. Given that the cost of providing the service is only $30 million, and you only had to pay a $2 million facilitation payment to the Minister of Finance's personal bank account, and the $1 million finder's fee deposited to your account by the Deputy Minister of Finance. Upon your return, you fired your senior manager, Donnie Dogood, for alerting accounting that perhaps you shouldn't have characterized the facilitation payment as legal fees. Further, you wrote into the contract that Geek Squad Accounting must use accounting software provided by a company in which your wife holds a 40% interest. Of course, this is only speculation, as you lost your copy of the contract, along with your briefcase containing your unencrypted laptop, which happened to contain the credit card numbers of 1.5 million Best Buy customers.
Now, Mr. Skit1.wmv, you've been accused of the impressive feat of breaching every Best Buy officer policy in just one business trip.
Objection, Your Honor. There has been no allegation of a breach of affirmative action policy by Mr. Skit1.wmv.
Duly noted.
I would like to introduce Exhibit 1 at this point, the Officer and Director Orientation Highlights booklet. Mr. Skit1.wmv, this booklet specifically outlines the basic obligations of every officer and director at Best Buy, including your role as a representative, confidant, fiduciary, and leader at Best Buy. Under each of these roles are the relevant policies. Have you read these policies?
I tried, but some of them are really long. When you are hired into merchandising, you undergo a scientific process which prevents you from reading any document which is longer than 3 paragraphs. Excuse me a minute, Your Honor. I once had a document that was 2 pages, and I had to ask my assistant to read to the bottom of it to find out who sent it.
Well, Mr. Skit1.wmv, if you had read the policies underlying your duty as a representative, you would know that third parties can rely on your signatures and statements to bind the company, even if you don't have internal authorization. Internally, only VPs and above can sign contracts, and then only within their signing limits. There is a form that can be filled out showing the proper authorizations for contracts of different values.
I'm sorry, you lost me a form there.
Well, I was going to explain the problem of dealing with foreign governments, but I can see that we may need some outside help here. I would like to call my first expert witness to discuss Best Buy's anti-corruption policy.